Good evening. We're going to open our committee meetings for April 29th at 6 p.m. I believe the mayor has something to bring up.
Good evening, everyone, and I hope by the time we leave, we'll still be dry tonight and safe. We're going to start tonight. We have a thing where we've been doing a lot of recognition. We have a lot of wonderful residents, and we have an opportunity, myself and all of council, like to showcase the talent we have in the city. We do a business of the month, and we try to do resident recognition when we have the opportunity. And tonight is one of those opportunities. And we're going to be honoring Jarrett Steiber. Did I say that right? I should, but it's been a while. Jarrett's on the front line of our healthcare industry. He's an RN, serving others. And those of us that are elected know the passion it takes to be in a position where you serve others. And the last few years, particularly for our healthcare people, they've gone above and beyond. So Jared is being honored on this day, April 29, 2025, as a recipient of the Metro Health Med-Surg Nursing Award. Whereas Jared Steiber received the Metro Health Med-Surg Nursing Award in May of last year for his exemplary compassion that he has for his patients, his dedication to his coworkers, and to the nursing profession. This is a new award created by Metro Health, whereby nurses are nominated by their coworkers. Whereas Jared attended Cleveland State University for 4 years and completed his nursing school degree during COVID. He graduated in May 2020 and took his boards in August 2020, which is when he actually became a nurse. Jared started his nursing career at Metro Health main campus as a behavioral observer for about 2 years, where he sat with confused or psych patients. While he completed nursing school, he became a nurse intern on the trauma floor at Metro Health for about 2.5 years. Jared has been a nurse in the same trauma unit since he became a nurse intern and then nurse. Whereas Jared, following in his mother's footsteps, chose to begin his nursing career in Metro Health Trauma Unit, where she began her nursing career in 2006. Trauma nurses provide triage, diagnosis, and care for patients with critical injuries and illnesses. They provide immediate emergency care, including CPR and first aid. They prepare patients for surgical procedures and assist in emergency surgical procedures. They work in tandem with emergency service crews, emergency department physicians, trauma surgeons, and many others. Their goal is to stabilize the patient and help them survive with the best possible outcome. Whereas Jared has received countless letters of recognition sent to him by his manager, April Dawn, from former patients expressing gratitude for their care they have received from Jared during their hospital admission, to the praise of his fellow nurses and trauma unit as a whole. They illustrate that Jared is so much more than just a bedside nurse to his patients and coworkers, and confirms that it takes more than just hard work to be a great nurse. It takes the right person. His female coworkers have said that he offers to walk them to their cars when their shifts end at 11:30 p.m. and to make sure they arrive safely. He also checks in with every single nurse to make sure they are okay with their assignment and gives them all a goodbye. Metro Health 5 East Unit truly is a second family. Whereas Jarrett, as tired as he is after his shift, has managed to go above and beyond helping out with the needs of his family, who are currently experiencing a challenging time. Jared has earned the respect and goodwill of all from whom he has come into contact with. We are pleased to join with his family, many friends, colleagues, and relatives in extending our best wishes on this occasion. Now, therefore, I, Anthony Biasiata, Mayor of Seven Hills, together with all City Hall officials and City Council and the residents of Seven Hills, to hereby extend our congratulations to Jared Stever and wish him continued success in his career. Jared, if you'd come on up, if you'd like to say a couple words. I don't want to put you on the spot. It's not for everybody, but
I don't even know if the mic works, but I'm usually not one to be put on the spot, but I really do appreciate you guys for going out of your way to give me this honor. I want to thank, I have my family here. I have my girlfriend here and her family as well, along with Annie Ondo for the recognition and April Largent for everything that she's done for me throughout my whole nursing career. But I do it because I love the job and I've made it a career and hope to continue doing it. And
well, thank you, young man.
Really,
Continue to
that's
make
it.
Seven Hills and your family proud and keep up the good work. You mind I can get a picture with you right away?
absolutely.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. We now go to our committee meetings, starting out with rules, ordinances, and ethics. Councilman Martin?
Thank you, Council President. Rules is in session at 6:07 and all three members are present. I have nothing new in the folder. We do have two pending items that are at legal for review. One, the Councilman Morrow's issue related to construction equipment, and also the other item that we've had in the folder for a little while regarding drone issues. Any updates from legal about those two items that will allow us to act on it sometime?
We're doing our best to take the lengthy materials that Councilman Morrow submitted to us and reduce it down to something that's workable and understandable.
Okay.
That's,
No,
it sounds bad, but it's not.
I saw it. Good deal. Well, I look forward to both items coming back to us. Anything from committee members?
I have nothing, Mr. Chair.
Okay, anything from the balance of council or administration?
Thank you, Eric.
Hearing none, I would move we adjourn at 6:08.
Elliot, second.
Roll call.
Elliot, yes.
Snitsky, yes.
Martin, yes, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Martin. We now go to Parks and Rec with Councilman Morrow.
Thank you, Mr. President. We'll open Parks and Rec at 6:08. I do not have anything in my folder. Obviously, as the weather breaks and starts to get warmer like today, encourage everyone to go out and enjoy the parks and see all the new updates that Director Berger and our team up here have been working on very hard over the last couple of years. Director Berger, do you have anything? Nope. Okay. Anything from the committee members?
I have nothing.
Anything from council? Audience? All right. That being said, I will close Parks and Rec at 6:09. Do I have a second?
Elliot, second.
Roll call.
Elliot, yes.
Kelly, yes?
Morrow, yes.
We now go to our next committee, which is Planning, Zoning, and Economic Development with Councilman Snitsky.
Good evening, everybody. Planning, Zoning, and Economic Development is in at 6:09. Excuse me while I switch eyes. Oh, no, those are the right ones. We don't have anything new in the folder for PZB&E tonight. We have two variances that we'll be voting on during the miscellaneous section at the end of the council meeting. One variance deals with a accessory building for Mr. Sambor, and the other variance deals with the Rockside Road planned unit development. That's all I have, unless somebody else on the committee has anything for PZB&E. Anybody on council? All right. Having said that, like I said, we'll be voting on these variances at the end of council during miscellaneous. And we are out at 6:10. Can I get a vote, please?
Curriass, second.
And a vote.
Curriass, yes.
Snitsky, yes?
Kelly, yes.
Thank you. We're out at 6:10. Well, I'll call that 6:11.
Thank you, Councilman Snitsky. You know, we've got a finance and civil service and the personnel. The only thing I have in my folder is a resolution for purchasing salt from the Brecksville Road Salt Consortium. Director Bride, would you like to speak on this?
Yeah, went out for bid for the Brecksville Salt Consortium this year. The previous couple of years, we were with ODOT, which allows for a purchase between 80 to 115% of the number you put in for. I learned this winter about the Brecksville Consortium, and I also learned this winter that having a little more leadway in that number would be very beneficial. The Brecksville Consortium allows for 80 to 140%. There's a little higher cost in the tonnage, but I believe that that wiggle room is a much better benefit for the city to be in. So that's why I went that route.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions on this, on the committee?
Not a question, but a statement. I appreciate the fact that here we are, springtime, waiting for a thunderstorm to roll through, and we're talking about salt for the winter. That just shows you how proactive the various departments are within the city government. So thank you for all your department heads who do stuff like that. And it's unfortunate there's like a 25% increase for us coming, but I think, well, that won't be the only thing that increases over the next year. And as such, we appreciate how you watch your pennies and keep the operating revenues, operating costs in line. So anyway, thank you. And thanks for creating that flexibility.
Any other discussion on this?
I'd like to say something.
Councilman
Because the
Snitsky?
first thing I did is I called Mr. Brida and I asked why we weren't using the state consortium. I love the fact that he's thinking outside of the box so that we have a little bit more flexibility with the volume of excess salt we can get if and when we need it. So I wanted to thank him for that.
Okay, any other comments or discussion?
Yeah, Mr. President, I'd just like to add, the 10 years that I've been serving the city, there is wild fluctuations in salt based upon the previous winter. So it's a commodity, it goes up and down, and this was the first, probably it was a typical Cleveland winter, but coming off of 2 or 3 mild winters, it seemed a little more harsh. And we went through a lot of salt, as do all others committees, and some communities even had a shortage of salt this past winter. We didn't. But that said, when you come off of a winter where there was shortages and large demand, the prices spike. God willing, next year, we have a mild winter, the prices will come down. I've seen it as high as $100. I've seen it as low as $30. So within the parameters of my decade of service, this is where it would typically be after are harder than what we've experienced recently winter. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Okay, I'm going to move to put this on the agenda for the next meeting. This is with Cargill Salt, 6140 a ton, totaling $171,920. This is needed an emergency, Director Brida?
No.
No? Okay, I'm going to move to put this on the agenda for the May 13th meeting. Do I have a second?
Martin, second.
Roll call?
Martin, yes.
Mario, yes.
Curriass, yes. And that's all I have in my folder. Does anybody else have anything else for finance tonight?
I have nothing further.
Nothing.
Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to move to adjourn finance at 6:15 PM. Do I have a second?
Mario, second.
Roll call?
Mario, yes.
Martin, yes.
Curriass, yes. We'll start our meeting momentarily.